morning everyone, here from a new country for us, Australia. So we've actually been here a week already. Right now we're in Cairns, but before we were in Melbourne because we're with my parents and we were meeting some family friends from when we lived in England that I hadn't seen in over 20 years. So we were with them for like almost a week, a couple of days doing stuff with them. Not really filming, we was getting used to like the jet lag. Also we were just hanging out with them, so didn't really make any videos. But yeah, Melbourne was a fantastic city. Had a bit of a mix of everything. So the city centre was like these old British style buildings, also very modern. Had this really nice river flowing through the middle of it called the Yarra River. And then we also walked around there at night and it was really cool. Seems like they're preparing for an event, because it was kind of like a theme park there. Yeah, just a really nice place to walk around. And right now we're in Cairns, which is the northeast. So this is the tropical part of Australia, as you can already see. A few years ago I didn't even know that Australia had a tropical part at all. So pretty amazing. And this is where the Great Barrier Reef is. So the biggest coral reef in the world. That's just out there. We'll probably be visiting that on this trip, doing a boat tour. And right now we're heading to a place called Port Douglas. So yeah, the coastal drive is amazing. I think they call it the Great Barrier Reef Drive. You can also see an island in the distance there. You can do like island boat tours around here. So yeah, we might do that also. You can do river tours too. So we're going to be doing a lot. We're going to be about a week around here. We're also planning on making a video in Cairns, where we just left from. Nice view that.
That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, really cool. So this viewpoint's called Rex Lookout. We weren't planning on coming here, we just saw the sign at the side of the road. Yeah, absolutely amazing coastline. I didn't even know Cairns was going to be all mountainous like this.
Yeah, I didn't know it. It looks like some island in the Caribbean.
Completely untouched though. There's like nothing here at all. You just see the odd building. I think they're more like restaurants and stuff, but no houses or anything. I imagine it's probably a protected area. Beautiful. Quick intermission to talk about the sponsor of this video, Surfshark, which is our recommended VPN provider that we've been using for the past 4 years.
As we are constantly jumping from place to place, we are always using public Wi-Fis in airports, restaurants and other places. That's why we use Surfshark to be able to have a private connection, keeping our personal information and sensitive data safe from potential hackers.
Apps and websites that we use to book things like hotels, flights and car rentals may change the price depending on the country that we are booking from. We recently had this happen to us when renting a car in Houston in the US. When we set our device's location to Guatemala, it was cheaper than if our location was set to the US. By using Surfshark, you can change your device's location to check for the best prices.
We also use Surfshark VPN to avoid online restrictions. While traveling to different countries, sometimes we face situations where some sites are not accessible, but with Surfshark we can avoid this problem.
With just one single Surfshark subscription, you can connect unlimited devices for your entire household. Go to surfshark.com/jumpingplaces or use code jumpingplaces at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. So we've arrived in Port Douglas now. Had a bit of a tropical downpour during the last 5 minutes. It's actually clearing up again. And we're in a really nice apartment complex. So I mentioned that we were here visiting friends, and they actually own one of these apartments. But we have 2 joint together. So I think the one that my parents are in here is theirs, and this is another owner, I guess. Right now it's around 141 Australian a night. We're in the low season, so I think it'll be higher during other times. Has like a kitchen, microwave, and this is the nice big bedroom. AC, definitely need that around here. And also a really nice modern bathroom. Got a really good photo to show you our location. So we're right here. It's kind of like a shopping street with all the cafes and restaurants, so great location. And that's right next to the main beach. I think it's called 4 Mile Beach. There's some hikes and viewpoints that you can do around here. We'll probably do that. And then we also have this really nice balcony.
Yeah, and the big pool.
Yeah, I didn't even know I was going to have a swimming pool here. That is a big one. One down here too. Yeah, I think it's like 2 pools. Loving all the plants.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. The tropical feel of it. Really, really nice, and a very nice surprise.
So in the video description below, I'll have the information about this apartment if you want to check it out. Nice place to stay. So we're making our way to the beach now, and we're gonna do that hike that I showed in the picture, which is just up there. I think we go around there. Really, really nice though, the town. As you can see, it's super green. Real nice blend of like nature and these little buildings. This street here is pretty much just all souvenir stores, restaurants, things like that. Very empty right now because, like I said, I think we're in the low season. It's the monsoon season, but weather's not been too bad so far. Pretty sure we'll get rained on at some point though. So this is it, the gigantic long 4 Mile Beach. It's kind of different to a lot of beaches that we go to because it's pretty much too dangerous to swim in here. I don't think we've had this kind of situation in pretty much anywhere that we've been.
Only one time in Brazil that there are many shark attacks.
Oh, one of the worst ones
Yeah,
for sharks.
Just that one. And we've been to quite a lot of beaches around the world. But we didn't know about it. So we were in Melbourne and we were talking to our family friends there, and they mentioned it, and we were like, oh really? Because we thought we were coming here to swim anywhere and stuff. But that's not how it works here.
Yeah, so the main dangers are the saltwater crocs that's supposed to hang around here. Definitely don't want to run into any of those. And at this time of the year they have things called stingers, which I think is like the jellyfish, but supposed to be really dangerous ones, and there's lots of them right now. So I think even if some people swim, they have to put like an outfit on, a stinger outfit, kind of like a wetsuit to stay protected. But that's why you're seeing absolutely nobody here. Nobody can swim. However, they do have these areas that have a net around, and you can swim in those at least. So everybody has to pretty much go to this part to be able to swim. You're not allowed on the outside. Pretty crazy though, right? Because it's such a long beach. But yeah, because of that reason, everybody has to go there. Here we go, the signs. No swimming, danger. Marine stingers. Speaking of jellyfish, here's one now. I don't know if that's the one that they call a stinger. Maybe it is. Yeah, definitely worth doing the trail, because look at that for a view. You can see the entire beach. I'm not even sure what's on the rest of the trail. I guess some more viewpoints. Extra humid, isn't it, Carol?
Yeah, it's hard.
I think online it showed like 80% humidity. Wow, really nice colour. The water here, the division of the colour. But it also says it's only like 28 degrees, which isn't exactly super hot. But I think with the humidity, it feels a lot worse than 28. Port Douglas Signal Flagstaff. It says that in 1880 a shipping flagstaff was erected here on Flagstaff Hill. Oh, nice.
It looks really beautiful.
I didn't actually realise we had walked so high.
Yeah.
I mean, it was tiring, but it didn't seem like we walked up that much. The good thing is they have drinking water here. You can drink tap water in Australia too.
Got for the dog down there too.
Oh yeah, that's for the dog, isn't it? That's nice. Got some information also about Port Douglas here. Was established as a convenient port for the goldfields of the inland. A party of Cooktown businessmen arrived on the SS Korea June 30th, 1877. Got an old picture there too. I think this is the street that we're staying on. Very empty back then. I think this is the end of the coastal trail. Probably if you just walked the whole thing without stopping, it'd only take about 15-20 minutes. Got a nice little beach here that you probably can't swim in either for stingers. Just such a nice laid back place though. We hadn't really searched anything about it, we only came here because our friends have that apartment here. That's why we decided to come here. Really glad that we came here though. Got some more nice coastal views from this side. We haven't seen this side yet. I think there's a river here. You can do boat tours, and then about an hour up there is the Daintree Rainforest, which apparently is the oldest rainforest in the world, a tropical one. So I think we'll be going there in another video. Maybe it's all those mountains there in the background. So this was that other beach that I saw in the picture in the apartment. Bit of a mangrove area here. Definitely got some crocs in there. I got like a nice wooden little church there. So we came across this nice restaurant on the coast called the Tin Shed. Might as well eat here. You can get a lunch special for 25 Australian if you want. What day is it today? I don't even know.
Thursday.
Thursday?
Thursday, I think.
Today's curry of the day. So I think I'm going to go for the fish and chips. I think the ones in white are the members prices, so for me it'll be $35.50. If you get a burger, that'll be cheaper, 26. So the food portions are looking great. I like how they have the imitation of a newspaper, just like in England. Dad went for the calamari. Good?
Really good, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Light,
even
peppery.
more food than mine.
Yeah.
Peppery.
Yeah.
Mum's eating light.
Just a salad.
Salad.
Very nice.
Got some avocado in there.
Mm.
And what's yours, Carol?
Yeah, eggplant parmigiana.
It also looks really good.
Yeah.
So we've come to the Daintree Rainforest now. We want to do the river cruise where you're supposed to be able to spot some crocs. Fantastic weather for a river cruise. It's absolutely pouring it down. And I forgot to mention that we rented this car on the Discover Cars website that we use throughout the world. I think it turned out to be around $37 a day. That's including insurance. We could have got it for around 20 a day, but with basically no insurance, so we went for $37 instead. So the other place that we were at is fully booked, but we found this other one just down the road, Bruce Belcher and Son, 35 Australian dollars for an hour tour. That's per person. I think it'll be leaving in about 30 minutes. They have like a waiting area. I think we can have a coffee and tea that's included, so we'll do that. We got the coffee machines here. Yeah, I think it's only mainly coffee, no chocolate or anything. Got this nice seating place if you want. I think there was a boat like that. I don't think we're going on that one. Almost looks like a train. Pretty cool Buddha statue. The Buddha in the rain. And we're on our way now. Luckily it stopped raining at the moment. Hopefully it stays this way. Yeah, so beautiful around here. So I mentioned that it's the oldest tropical rainforest in the world. Apparently it's been growing for over 180 million years. It's supposed to be lots of unique species of plants, animals, trees that you only find here in Daintree.
I would guess that the Amazon was the oldest, but it's not.
Yeah, I think I remember when we did the Amazon videos, people kept talking about this one too. So now we're here.
On the right hand side as you come down, we've got a full boat, 24 people, so grab your favourite seat.
So that's gonna be it for our first video here from Australia. The tour turned out to be really good because the time of the year that we're visiting, it's not always guaranteed that you're gonna see the crocodiles, because right now it's too hot. So a lot of the time the crocodiles are just like deeper underwater. So those classic shots that you see with the crocodile completely exposed on the side of the river, that's usually in the winter. But right now, because they always want to be cooling down, they're just in the water pretty much the whole time. But yeah, we saw lots of like little baby crocs, and the big mother one called Scooter. From what the guy said, she was pretty much the largest size that a crocodile can get to. And interestingly enough, he said on average there's only like 2 crocodile attacks a year in Australia. I thought it was actually gonna be like quite common, and that's just attacks, not deaths. But obviously they have like the signs and the rules everywhere, so I imagine if people were like just swimming in the water around Cairns and Port Douglas, there'll be way more attacks, right? So that's probably the reason too. And we are planning on doing more things in the rainforest. There's a place called Kuranda, which seems to have an absolutely incredible waterfall, and also an amazing island that we're going to be visiting that pretty much looks identical to the paradise islands that you'll find in places like Indonesia and the Philippines. From the pictures it looks like the same level. It's called Green Island near Cairns. And let us know which are your favourite places to visit in Australia. It's an absolutely massive country. We've got 3 weeks here, but we're also with my parents, so we're just going to be taking it easy. We're not going to be able to visit everywhere, but yeah, we are going to be visiting places like Sydney and cities and beaches around there too. So if you want to see more, subscribe to our channel, drop a like to support us, follow us on Instagram, and we'll see you in the next one.